What's going on, guys? Hope everyone has a fantastic week. I'm Jasper Riley, and today I'm going to be teaching you 5 ways to boost your Instagram engagement. Number 1 is pretty simple. Make sure that you post one photo every single day. Now, I know it may seem very difficult to do, but it is one of the most effective things to get your Instagram engaged with by followers, because they're going to be expecting you to post once per day at a certain time, and people are actually going to follow more active accounts. If you look at even big celebrity accounts like Kanye West, he posts about 3 times a day, and it is so effective because you will constantly be popping up in people's feeds. You'll have the opportunity to get on the explore page, hashtags, and you will just be relevant on Instagram's system and algorithm. Number 2 is hashtags. Hashtags are actually really important. Now, I used to hate doing hashtags when I was younger because I think about the cliche of people going hashtag I, hashtag love, hashtag you. Now, that is not the case. There is a secret effective way that a lot of people don't really know, and that's how to really use hashtags properly. Now, if you look at the bio of any major business or anything that's in your niche, for example, if you're a model, a photographer, or anything really, there will always be a hashtag in the bio for a major business. What this allows us to do is if we put this hashtag in the comments below of our photos and have a lot of them, minimum 30 hashtags as Instagram says, then we will be listed and put pretty much in their industry hashtag, and people with like-minded accounts or their account themselves can repost you. And this is another thing called hubs. So the photography side of Instagram started a little thing called hubs, and basically what this is people have curator accounts where they pick the best photos of the day or the best photos of the week that relate to the theme of their Instagram account. For example, there's ones that involve bridges, or there's just Instagram accounts that involve nice tones. For example, hashtag moodygrams, which everyone wants to get onto. Using hashtags is incredibly effective, and if you look at my Instagram, there will always be hashtags under the photo because it also just gets extra engagement. Next is a little bit more important to me personally, but I think everyone should be using it, and that's creating Instagram highlights. Ever since Instagram decided to put in the highlights feature, it has been one of the most implemented things for people that actually get their account going. Basically what it is you will save something from your story to a highlight, and you can create specific titles for each of them, and they'll be listed under your bio. For example, for me right now, I have wallpapers, inspiration, and what was my last one? I can't remember. Positivity. I have something just positivity where I just put positivity quotes, music that I like, and I just put it on there because it's something to do. But at the same time, you can do anything from a specific road trip where you just spam the stories and you want to save them so that everyone can look at them at any time. And honestly, highlights get so much views because it's the first thing that people see before they go to your photos. So for example, if you have something that's really interesting to someone, for example, let's say you go on a road trip to America and people say, oh my god, I want to see this, then they're gonna look at it. It's as simple as that. And they're going to, scroll through the whole thing, and it's just another way that you can add media to your Instagram account through another way. The next most important thing is to have a consistent feed. Now, I know this may sound a little bit difficult, but there's really about 3 ways that you can keep your photography very consistent on an Instagram feed. The first one is to have a very similar color scheme. Now, if you look at anyone like, for example, 7th Era and North Borders, who inspired me to become pretty much an Instagram photographer, you will see that they have a very consistent color scheme with all of their photos, and they go out to shoot photos just for that color scheme, and it works effectively, and it really stands out. The next one is to have a consistent subject matter. Some photographers purely stick to landscape, while some photographers purely stick to light painting, or they stick to long exposure or portraits. It's something that people do that's completely effective because you scroll through it and you say, you're a portrait photographer, you're a film photographer, and it's all there. But of course, that doesn't limit you. You should be able to have an experience with everything. I personally take photos of everything, and I fit with the color scheme one. And then the last one is, well, it's a little bit it's not used as much, but it's basically having the same theme. For example, there's a lot of photographers such as Gordon Parks, who obviously didn't have Instagram at the time, But even though each of his photos had a different subject matter, they all had the same underlying theme. Check out Gordon Parks, he's one of my favorite photographers. The next best way to engage as an Instagram photographer specifically, or anyone that really likes to network with friends, what you can do is go out and shoot, go out and take photos with your friends, and then just tag them in the corner. And I know that sounds like a little bit of a cheat way to get followers, but if someone that you've gone out to shoot with has a photo of you or portrait of you, or they've just tagged you in the corner because you spent the day with them, then someone on their follower list might say, hey, well, this is another photographer, I like photographers, I'm gonna follow them and follow their career. And I know there's a lot of cases where I followed one person to begin with, and then I've ended up following 5 people because they're all sort of a group and they all photograph together. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you would like to know a fancy statistic, then 91% of all Instagram businesses that use hashtags get amazing results. I read that somewhere. It just came to my head. So please, if you want to take a look at my Instagram, then please go to the description below and give it a follow, give it a look if you want. Get some engagement on there because, yeah, I've been looking a bit dry at the moment. If you have any further questions, please don't feel any hesitation to DM me because I love talking with other photographers and other Instagram accounts, so I would love to have a chat. Anyways, bye for now. Have a good week and get out and shoot.